forthright, and he's very out there. He doesn't hide from it. In years past, this is nothing new. These have been done through the years. People have been removed from committees, had their parking places taken away, removed from leadership positions, but it usually was done by the underlings, and the white gloves got to stay on for the speaker. But this speaker, he takes credit for it, or he takes, the problems with it. And he's not afraid to say, I'm removing you because, there's times you need to be with us. And, if you're not loyal to me, I'm sorry, I'm not going to continue keeping you in leadership.
You think it's been a successful model for him?
I think it has. Yeah. There are a few people that, are grumbling, but you always have that.
Well, one of the things that we have been concerned about is the injection from national groups such as ALEC, groups such as the National Right to Work, that we think sometimes gets a little bit extra attention paid. This is New Hampshire. New Hampshire values are important. The New Hampshire advantage is very important. And when you spend a lot of time, one of the instances when it came to right to work, now we can obviously disagree on issues about right to work, but when it comes time, and we actually physically go out and get presidential candidates, bring them in to the floor, and it would appear that kind of a litmus test for some of these folks, it's got to be where they stand on an issue that, in my estimation, has nothing to do with the effects of the middle class. It's not going to hurt, it's not going to help it's not going to help the economy if they pass right to work. It's going to not create any new jobs if they pass right to work. There's nothing broken here. Yet we march in, and we make them kind of swear allegiance to this concept, which is a national agenda. One of the things that makes the New Hampshire legislature unique and great is that there are 400 state representatives. Out of that 400, one of them gets to be selected as being in charge. And because of that, we have to be representative of those values and understand those values of the New Hampshire people, because that's what these people come from. They're your friends and your neighbors. Everybody understands the joke, that you're going to be a state rep someday, and I think that's important.
Representative Lee Quant from Rockingham District 13. I've been in the House about 10 years, and I'm throwing my hat, or considering throwing my hat, in the arena for Speaker.
Why?
Well, we've watched what's happened these last 18 months, and it's bringing the whole Republican Party down. We are going to get hammered in the next election. It's not only the leadership style, but it's the truthfulness, it's not being told the whole truth, partial truth, or out and out lied to. And the one thing people want is consistency, honesty, and they want to know that the leadership cares about them and that they care about their constituents. Now it's all about the speaker and not about the constituents, and we have to reinvent the wheel and go back to civility and open communications.
Well, yeah, I think Bill and I have different styles, but also keep in mind we're talking about two different bodies, one that has 24 members and one that has 400. So it's comparing apples to oranges. So we have different styles, but we work well together. We communicate what the goals are that we have at the high level, and there's other things that each body deals with the other doesn't have too much of an interest in. So, but I think on the issues of jobs and the economy, we're both trying to advance bills that help that.
Do you think he's been a successful speaker in terms of what he's been able to accomplish?
Yeah, he's certainly gotten bills passed, so he's accomplished, I think, a lot more than people thought he would be able to. I think people didn't think he'd be able to get the votes to be speaker, so I think he's been able to accomplish things certainly beyond what people expected.